This July 4th is going to be a major milestone for our nation, but for Texas, especially Central Texas, Saturday will carry the weight of all the lives lost in last year's deadly floods.
Parents of the campers and counselors who died at Camp Mystic now refer to their lost daughters as Heaven's 27. And 1 year later, the father of one of Heaven's 27 says he's using this painful anniversary to remind others of what his little girl stood for.
Bows of blue, yard signs with Bible verses, the initials of Heaven's 27, and the hashtag Kindness for Kellyanne stand stacked together. Also in the Lytle family's front yard sits 4 chairs. A stark reminder, one of them will never be filled with the joy and wonder that was 8-year-old Kellyanne Lytle.
You know, I always tell people she was her mother. She loved telling stories. She was the life of the party.
A home and community filled with memories, some harder than others.
The last hug I got was in that driveway, and she went off to camp with Mallory and her sister and her niece, and I never saw her again.
The loss of Kellyanne brought a year of firsts the Lytle family never wanted, but have endured all the same.
I kept telling myself, just make it a year. Make it a year, and then everything will be repetitive. We'll have experienced everything for the first time, whether it be birthdays or Father's Day or school graduations, first day. So I mean, you name it, right? Everything's the first time doing it without Kellyanne, which is extremely difficult on all the families that lost loved ones.
Over this last year, Wade Lytle has also learned a little about his daughter.
One of the things that people kept coming up to us and talking to us about her, and many of them stories we hadn't heard before, it all just came back to kindness. She was that girl that if there was somebody new to the school, she'd go out of her way to have lunch with them, make them feel welcome.
That word, kindness, the family developed into the Kindness for Kellyanne Legacy Fund, which has allowed them to give back to local nonprofits and causes who are spreading the same sort of kindness Kellyanne lived by.
It's a testament to what a wonderful person she was, that there was this amount of outpouring of generosity of people that have entrusted us to do good in her name.
Putting that kindness back into the world has helped the Lytle family carry on Kellyanne's memory while finding solace in the community that's built up around them after this tragedy.
I know for me and for Mallory and our family, we're unbelievably thankful of the people that have chosen to walk this path with us. I know it's not easy to be around us. I know it's hard for people, but there's people that have intentionally made a decision to anchor into our lives and pour into us to help us get through this, and we are phenomenally grateful for that.
And that was Audrey Castorena reporting. Right after this show, we're bringing together stories just like that one, hearing how communities impacted by the July 4th floods are recovering and remembering 1 year later. That is streaming free at 6:30 on the 6 News app.